I'm from Schneider Electric. My company mainly sell those devices for power meters to monitoring the power consumptions and the active power, reactive power, power qualities, monitoring active current, voltage. In that case, you know what's going on, and maybe you can schedule, for example, like you have a peak time power consumption and non-peak power peak time. In that case, you look at I know AED, the company, they typically have peak time in summer, they charge you a higher rate, right? And the non-peak time maybe not summer or sometimes, and they will charge you a lower rate. In that case, you can coordinate your schedule to avoid stuff like that. Yeah. Another thing where we look at when you guys want to expand your facility and you don't want to spend much more money to put the extra devices or extra transformer, those power distribution system, and you will look at the data, see, hey, look at the data, see what is our peak power consumption and power load here. And for example, you can handle 1 megawatts, and that another thing will be that's 1 million watts, and actually you only consume maybe 500,000 kilowatts, and in that case you still have another 500,000 watts, 500 kilowatts available. That's look at it. So you will know I don't need to spend money on new equipment. I can just bring those load into my car existing equipment, such things like that. So help you better management your facility and also help you to avoid the extra cost in that case. And that's why we use power metering and reading those data and do data analysis. Sometimes you don't need to probably come over, take a look, and you can ask a third party and the engineers take a look at those devices. But you should know those information existing for them to use. The first of all, I don't know whoever will be in the future to access those data. If once I can show you how to access through this device and looking inside the data. First of all, we plug this the Ethernet cable into the port 2. Actually, the port 2 on this device, and it connects to Ethernet port on your computer. And then after that, establish communication connection, and you can come over here. You can open any the Explorer of from your laptop, and for example, you can open one File Explorer, and then you go to network to find this device. Typically, as long as you have then you see once these power lights turn green, that means you have a solid Ethernet connection between the device to your laptop. And then you go over here, the network, click the network, then you see this device show up. They call it COMAX 510. That's our the gateway for data logging, and actually it has a couple of meters and 3 power meters outside, and another 4 meters. I think it's a 3 water meter and another gas meter linked to this device, and the data all comes to here, and then you can double click, and then the web page show up one more time, and then we'll ask you for username and the password. Username is admin, and the password I create for 427 at Richmond. Yeah, I probably can email the password to you guys. They won't show here. That's 427 at Richmond is uppercase R, then all lowercase.
So that was 427 at
Richmond. Capital R. That's correct. So they'll bring you to single device view, and based on that, we have a couple of device over here. You can click. For example, you can select. That's all the device: the power meter, library emergency panel, and the library rooftop unit. And that's the power meter. So library transformers. That's all the power meter. And you can see the active power and the power factor, and those type of values you want. Energy receive. Show how many kilowatts hour you receive the active energy, and you can energy delivered, and you can pick whatever you want to look at those data. Another thing, you can look at the measurement table, see those information as well. See, they have all those meters show up here, and also with all the data showing here. So, and let's go back to our monitoring. And if you want the historic data, the data saved before, those are real-time data, what we saw just now. And you want to see you can go to the historic data export. And for example, you can select this one. Say I want all those data, right? And what's over here? And then you start, downloading, and then continue. You can download those historic data for you to look at, and for you to do an analysis on that. And see, they already download, and that's Excel file you can open. You can open, see all those data here. So they have all those data showing over here. You can see the timestamp for the data what you want. They have current A phase and the B phase current, and all the power, active power, power delivered, all the data over here. That's basically what data you want to look at. Most of them, the basic one, all here. So have the maintenance data log information. See, when you log into the system. So that's pretty much it for this application. So we have 3 meters outside. You also can, I don't know if you want to physically access to those meter or not. Yeah, if you want, we can go over there.
These are the main meters
That's the main meter.
for the, and that's a sub meter, correct?
Those are 3 sub-meters for all the library.
Right.
Yeah.
For the library?
Yeah, for library. If you really want to access that, you can open from here, and then you can use this button, push up and push down to see all the data.
Right. Okay.
So for example, like if you want to see those data, right? You want to see, then you can push OK, then they will see those things. Or you want change.
When will we need to do that? Because we can monitor it from the computer.
Typically, you don't. That's right.
You don't need to do that.
You don't need to do
You
that.
touch
That's
those
because
things.
I need to configure
Right.
those ID, so I need to physically come over here.
Okay.
So typically, you guys don't need to touch that at all, since you can read from there.
Right.
You just remember use your Ethernet cable access to that device,
Yeah.
and pull all the information out. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's basically it. And then these should be 1, 2, 3.